Yes.
I do set it up ahead of time, and then it's like 40 degrees different when I start broadcasting. I'll take that because I'm done messing with it.
See when you win with your lippy set.
Heck yeah.
It's weird how they don't let you have the cloak.
Yeah, I don't understand. See, I have the cloak in my vault too. That's right. I'll find it.
On my Titan, I have the entire set except for my helmet, but it doesn't show up at all.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. That's so weird. But literally, the only difference from the prestige and the normal is
the
color. The color of the inside of the cloak.
Okay, I started the stream a little bit early. We're waiting for BC. VA will not be here tonight, but that's not her fault.
Wow.
It sucks that she's not here because we all love VA.
Womp womp.
But we have a good show planned. If all goes well.
Foghorn Leghorn.
We love Foghorn Leghorn.
Mouth already on you, Boom.
What's that?
She says, I heard you yell before you shut it down, Shady. Who pissed you off? And Dread goes, Boom did.
I did not.
It's not that big a deal. I just gotta
on.
Stop it and start over again. Like, erase it before anybody sees it. So we'll do better. That was a practice run that didn't go well. We tried to hit a home run and we whiffed.
I was explaining his story, and he didn't warn us like he usually does that he started it when he did.
I did, but you guys
were just said, hey, I'm starting it soon, and then he just kind of let us continue talking.
That's because when I push the button,
like that's
when I push the button to start broadcasting, there's about a 30-second difference. Okay, let's see. Dread said, "What up, Star Wars?" So Tiffany's here. She's a Star Wars junkie.
Dude, I love Captain Picard.
Oh God, here we go again. That's happened more than once on this. Us nerds here get everything confused. It's got a star in it. We don't care. But yeah, we're waiting.
That's the one with Darth Yoder.
Another couple of minutes to see if BC's going to show up. If not, we're gonna just keep moving on. This podcast waits for no man. Not even somebody as awesome as BC. He knows it's Monday. He knows what time it is. He didn't send me a note saying I'm going to be late. I can't make it. So hopefully nothing bad happened. And again, VA will not be here this evening. She says she works in the office on Mondays and they're iffy. Now, if we all get together and agree that a different night is better for everyone, so everyone can be here every time, I'm willing to switch it. All my nights are free. But it's going to be up to you guys. We did Monday night because when I first started this, Selena, Spike, and BC all said Monday nights were fine. That's why we're on Monday nights. That's the only reason. But if Tuesday's better for everyone, we can do Tuesdays. It's hard to have an audience follow you.
Spike was a part of this podcast?
Yeah, at one point he was supposed to be.
He was one of the original hosts that he backed up before the first episode.
Wow.
And Selena overslept in the first episode. That's why I asked VA to do it. She did it, and she was awesome. So she was an instant host. I asked her the next day, please be a full-time host. And she's like, yeah. And Boom's filling in for Selena until further notice because she got a work schedule switch too.
Yep.
So it's like being an NFL coach. You know, if the players go down, you gotta fill the next one up, next man up. D-Ro's with us. All right, hey D-Ro. That is Death Row Flower, formerly Aurora. I was telling people, you gotta get gamer names. You gotta be in
I
the
love
chat.
how it
You
went
need
from
gamer names.
like Aurora, which is like a beautiful
Princess.
natural kind of thing,
It's a princess.
to
Aurora Borealis.
Death Row.
No, she's
Like,
named after the Disney
Yeah.
princess. And there's like, Death Row! Flower.
she really got into metal or something, I guess. I don't know.
Metalocalypse.
I love that show.
That's a great show.
Okay. Everyone's here?
Think so.
Okay, we are starting in under a minute.
Cat, get ready.
60,
How long's a
59.
minute?
Jim, hold my
58.
pocket.
We got
What?
8 people in chat right now. Of course, I'm 4 of them.
I'm
Wow.
I got 2 Chromebooks and a laptop.
Okay. So I have to introduce ye old stinkbot.
You follow my directions, what you need to do.
Well, I would follow your
direction.
direction, but for 3 weeks now you've forgotten my segment.
Well, it's only been, this is the second week. I forgot it last
3.
week. And you have to remember, when I'm hosting, I have to pay attention to like 15 different things. So if I don't acknowledge, oh, yeah, you're right, Boom, your segment's coming up. If I don't say that, you got to keep telling me until I acknowledge you.
I feel like it's also your age.
It could be.
Damn.
It could be. I just don't.
Got
It also could be that I just don't give a care about your segment. That could be a thing
That's
too.
true. That's true.
There's a lot of possibilities.
I mean, yeah.
All right, guys.
I mean-
3, 2, 1. Alrighty then. Guess who's back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny Community Podcast. The name is Four Guardians and a Guest, episode number 22. I am your host, Shady Vale, and I would not and could not do this without some help. So I have with me, I've got Boom,
It wasn't me.
I got Dread,
What up?
and we have a very special guest. I'm excited. Boom, would you like to introduce our guest, please?
This is Catbug. He is
Oh.
friend.
Okay.
We are friending.
We'll find out. Also, welcome chat. Appreciate it. And advice to chat: the better you are, the better the podcast is. So hey, no pressure. Keep the questions coming. Chime in on everything. Let's do this. Okay, coming up, we have some shady questions. We have a guest interview. We have the third degree, which involves chat. And we have Get Your Load Out with Boom, a brand new segment that was supposed to debut last week, but I forgot. So, before all that happens, we are sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is a app that distributes your podcast all over the internet, so everyone check out anchor.fm. Project Little Light is still going on, and we are raising money for St. Jude's Hospital for kids with cancer. I'm asking everyone that can hear my voice to buy 1 second at a time and let me know. I believe we are up to 18 seconds. We're trying to get to a minute, which would be $1,920. I would love for this podcast to hit that at some point. Okay, next up, BC is normally our guest interviewer, but he's not able to be here. At least not yet. And VA has family issues. She's not here. So we're a couple of hosts down, but we'll figure it out. So, Boom. You know Cat more than any of us. You are the interviewer for tonight. Go for it.
Hi, kitty.
Hello.
So, I have some questions for you. And at the end, you can ask any of us any question you want. So, let's start off with your favorite raid in all of Destiny.
That has to be Crota's End.
Why is that?
For how simplistic and how unique it was for its time. Most people hated it because of how short it was, but I enjoyed the monotony of just having to run through and beating it in like 20, 30 minutes. It was, to me, that was the most enjoyable part of D1.
So, it's kind of like a Eat of Worlds for D2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
It was
that's
just,
cool.
you could do it so fast and you can get so much good things out of it. It was just the perfect balance of, to me, that's what Raid should have been, is just the perfect balance of loot and time.
Okay. Well, moving on, another one of your, asking for another one of your favorites is playlists. What do you prefer to do on a daily basis on Destiny?
I will say over the years it's changed. I was a big PvP player for a majority of D1. That's because of the crew I used to hang out with. But now that Gambit's a thing, I will say it's taken a majority of my time.
And that's just because of the feel of it. It's both PvP and PvE, or
Yeah, it settles both because whoever you play with, typically there's either one PvEer or two PvPers. The invading just makes it so you can do both in one session, and everyone gets their own fill for everything.
fair point. Fair point. Okay. So you said a couple of your favorite things. Makes sense. But why do you like Destiny as a whole, an entire entity?
Originally, it was for the simple fact that it was by Bungie, made after Halo, and I was intrigued on what the story was going to be like. And D1, the story was not really put together, so it was kind of unhinged for the majority of D1. I didn't know what anything was going, where any of it was going, how many of it was, but now that they have a solid base of lore and like archived and stories and actual books that they're making and giving out details about the game and what you're doing and who you've killed and who you've met, it's really made the game a lot more just understandable and a lot more fun to just run through the Cosmodrome, shoot a random dragon, have like a couple years later, the drag ends up being a fallen captain and you save him or something like that. They really make it so where every little thing is sort of just there for you to figure out and it comes in later.
Okay, so suffice to say, the storyline was kind of bupkis, and then it kind of hook, line, and sinkered you at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. The last couple questions aren't, unfortunately, about Destiny, but so you play with a few specific people quite often. Who's your best friend,
I
and
have to
why?
say it's my best buddy Randall, or as many people in the clan know him, Fat Fanatic.
That hurts. That cuts deep.
It's not Boom. Just
That cuts deep.
mainly, it's not Boom. Right?
Yeah,
And
drive that knife deeper.
how did you meet?
I met my two best friends through an
Oh,
LFG post that I didn't know was I had joined a clan randomly through a friend, and I joined an LFG post around the same night for a raid that I needed, and turns out was with my clan. Didn't know about it, and so I joined. We did it, and then just from there on, me and my two besties, as I'm gonna call them, we just kept doing raids together, and then from then on, we were the three amigos.
okay. That's good. I like that.
Boom, is
Because you
Randall
finally had it.
the Randall that's in chat every week?
Yes.
Sometimes? Alright. Tell him to change his name to his gamertag, please. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
He would, but I don't know if he knows how or even cares, to be honest with you.
Okay,
it
well then I see I have to
refuses.
translate. I see Randall, I gotta go, Bat says this. And I have to
So
explain
yeah,
it.
that's
It's like a lot of work.
Bad Fanatic.
Okay.
Also, I changed my name on my Google account to Dimdread, and then I ordered Chinese food one time, and I was waiting
Yep.
for my order for a long time, and they're like, I was like, hey, where's my order at? Because
We're
I was
waiting
like,
for
waiting for
Dimdrad
it.
to show.
No, I kept thinking I came in there, I ordered it, and I'm waiting for them to call Josh, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, what did you order? Oh, is Dimdread? And I'm like, oh, ha, that's my YouTube. Yeah, that's my order. I've been
I had the
standing
same
here.
thing happen at Burger King. I'm like, it's this name or it's Shady Vale. Oh yeah, we got Shady Vale. I'm like, okay. So that's funny how your gamer more often your gamer tag goes to the real world than your real name goes to the gaming world. That's how that works.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Boo.
Well, that's really all the questions I had. Do you have anything for us? Any three of us?
Yes, I have one question for Shady. I'm singling Shady out.
I'm
Why
here
don't you care about roles?
because I'm a PvP player only. I do not play
You
Crucible. I
said
do not do
PvP?
Gambit.
He
PvE.
You
just said
said
PvP.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you mean PvE.
Dread, edit that out.
Okay, I'll edit that
Oh,
out. Now, go ahead.
um,
Take two.
Yes.
Action.
Cat, because I'm a PvE player only. I do not do the Crucible. I do not do Gambit. I don't raid. I will strike, but the roles don't matter when it's PvE. You can go in with blues, even whites, and still wreck. So if the gun looks good, feels good, sounds good, I want it, but I don't farm roles on it. It doesn't make any difference if it has one extra perk. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, what
The
about
way
that?
I play. That's just the way I play.
What about your Dragonfly Rampage?
Each their own.
That was a coincidence, and I had one with less rolls on it, but that roll was awesome for farming kills. What I did with it, and that's why I had 500,000 kills on one weapon because I had Dragonfly and Rampage. I could take out the Thrall in seconds without even being in danger. So that was a great roll for me. I consider that my favorite god roll. But I love my Trinity Gold. Once I got the Catalyst, that's awesome too. But I feel like we're stepping on Boom a little bit because we've got get your God roll on coming up. So I'm gonna back off the rolls a little bit. But good question, Kat. Okay, up next we have Lore Bits with My Name is Dim.
Oh man.
Dread, education us. And anybody in chat that doesn't know what the hell Destiny is, now's a good time to go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a smoke, whatever you want.
It's also a good time to like figure it out because this is a Destiny podcast. So.
It is Destiny podcast, and this lore is like a
I mean, you don't have
it's like a
to.
long storyline. It's like reading a 60-page or 600-page book, and you give it to a spoonful at a time. But Dread does it great, so it's all you, Dread.
I hope so. I hope
You do.
it somewhat.
You got a lot of passion.
I try
I
to
love it.
paraphrase a lot.
Yes.
Well, it's mainly because I love this game, and you know, if you're missing out on the lore, you're missing a huge part. And I'm by no means an expert in the lore, but I try my best to understand it.
Well,
if somebody else knows more than me and they want to like send me some corrections on something I might have messed up on,
well, you
fine.
you poked
but
the
also,
bear because Mouth and Star Wars love your lore, and you know Mouth called
Great.
you out last week, so.
Well, I think
I
I was
love
getting
your
to what she was
adaptations.
about to say.
I like the passion.
Yeah, I was about to say what she was commenting because I went back after I got done reading and I looked at the comments and then I literally, she was like, "Isn't that such and such?" And I literally mentioned that, but I kind of did it.
Right.
a
I do
little
have one
backwards.
comment before you start, Dread.
What?
Chat, you do not have to suck up to us. We love
Yeah.
you. Besides Mouth and Star Wars saying they love your lore, D-Row says I pretty much just watch for Shady Questions. So you just slow your roll, guys. You're on board. We love you. Don't go anywhere. Don't stroke our ego anymore. I already signed 3 autographs this week. I don't want to, let it go to my head. So, Dread, give us some knowledge. School us.
You can't hear the fan in the background, right? I just want to make sure.
Not a lot.
Oh, just a little bit. But okay, I'll go ahead and jump into this. There is a little monologue in there, and I was gonna like kind of paraphrase it, but I just feel like I don't know the vibes that the Deep just gave off in this monologue it was funny to me, almost comical. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. After the siblings, if you remember where we were, we had Oryx. He went and he obtained the tablets of ruin and the ability to take from Akka, the worm with the secret. So he took that from him and gained that ability and revived his sisters through act of trickery and a little act of war, and they came back to life, and they wiped out the Ekemen, and the siblings were all restored back into the material plane. And Savathun was curious on how the siblings were going to feed their worms, because it had become a problem in the past. And, as they were growing their worms, they became more hungry. But Oryx had a solution to it. He's like, I got it covered, I got it covered. He told the thrall, just do your best, little guys. Go out there and scratch and scream and get some kills to feed yourself and a little bit more to grow, and then tithe the rest to your acolytes. And he said, acolytes, you take the thrall into battle, take enough killing to feed your worm, and then take a little bit to grow, and then take the tithe of your thrall, and then take whatever remains and tithe that to your knight or wizard, which commands you. And then Oryx told the knights and the wizards, he's like, take all the carnage that you need to feed your worm. Take all the tithes from your followers. And also take a little portion of your own and keep that for your own purposes. But if you keep too much, somebody might kill you for it, so watch out for that. And, yeah, just whatever's left over, give that to your ascendant that you answer to. So essentially, Oryx, he set himself up a little nice pyramid scheme with him and his sisters right there at the top. So they pretty much could, like, kick back and, Oryx, he could seek more understandings and learn about the deep. And that's exactly what he did for about 10,000 years. The Hive, they went out and they were going on a big crusade, and Oryx and the siblings, they fed their worms easily through this pyramid scheme, and after the 10,000 years, Oryx, he came to the realization, like, I need to go talk to the deep. He told his sisters, I'm going to talk to the deep. So Oryx went into his throne world, he went out into the abyss, and with each step he read one of his tablets so that they became like stones beneath his feet. Walked over there, he built a little altar, took an unborn ogre, and he called the deep, saying, I can see you in the sky. You are the waves, which are battles, and the battles are waves. Come into this vessel I have prepared for you. And it arrived, the deep itself. And I got a little, like, at first, this first little quote from the deep, I just got this weird vibe from him, like he was like a frat boy who just got his own place, and he's like, I just thought it was funny. So he's like, Oryx, my king, my friend, come on, kick back, relax, shrug off that armor, set that blade down, roll your shoulders, let your guard down. This is a place of life, man. Peace and happiness, brah. Come on, Oryx, my king. He's like, dude, out in the world, we ask a simple, true question. A question like, can I kill you? Can I rip you apart? Tell me the truth. For if I don't ask you, somebody else is going to ask you. And they call us evil, man. Evil, evil, evil. It means socially maladaptive. And I don't conform to those kind of terms. Ah, Oryx. How do you explain it to them? The world is not built for laws they love. Not for friendship, but for mutual interest. Not on peace, but on victory by any means. The universe is ran by extinction, by extermination, by gamma ray bursts, burning up 1,000 garden worlds, by howling singularities, eating up infant suns. And if life is to live, if anything is to survive through the end of all things, it will live not by a smile, but by a sword. Not in a soft place, but in a hard hell. Not in a rotting bog of artificial paradise, but in a cold, hard, self-verifying truth of the one ultimate arbiter, the only judge, the power that is own metric and its own source. Existence at any cost. Strip away the lies and the truce and delay tactics they call civilization. And what is it that remains? It's this beautiful shape. The fate of everything is made like this. In collision, the test of one praxis against another, this is how worlds change. One way meets second way, and they discharge their weapons. They exchange their words and markets. They contest, and in doing so, they petition each other for the right to go on being something instead of nothing. This is the universe figuring out what it should be in the end. It's majestic. So beautiful, man. It's so majestic. It's the only thing that can be true in and of itself. And it is what I am. And I don't know about you, but I just like from the everything that the Deep was like speaking to Oryx, it was like I got these like stoner vibes from him. He's like, dude, it's so beautiful. The sword logic, man. But that's gonna be it for lore bits. Hopefully, it wasn't too boring with the big monologue from the Deep. But I thought it was a little.
It's a
It was
420 in
interesting.
Destiny too.
Yeah, for sure.
And for you civilians, when I say this is a segment, my name is Dread. That's a direct reference to my name is Bife, who's one of the biggest lore guys in the Destiny community. Bungie calls him out to get information before they publish something. So
A lot of the stuff that I might like, I get reference from him a lot too. I do look into like Ishtar and stuff, but it's sometimes easier to be able to listen to it than to just read it from a page because it's already paraphrased by him, and then I can paraphrase it even shorter, putting it in a nice little lore bit.
Super. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Dread. Another good lore bits. Okay, we
Got
are
it.
going to debut a new segment. Again, I apologize to Boom. I forgot to do this last week. I can get distracted by shiny objects, so I wrote it down in big letters this time. So, our next segment is called Get Your Loadout, and this is features Boom. Boom's filling in for Selena until further notice, so he needed his own little segment because everyone's equal here. And we came up with Boom is a master at mods and loadouts. You give him a specific task to perform, he'll tell you what weapon and what the loadout should be. So, being the first episode of Get Your Loadout, I'm going to go with Boom. I'm going to say the Crucible meta, what weapons and what roles.
First of all, I would like to thank Kat for all the knowledge I've learned over the years. He is the reason I know what I know, and have been able to educate myself and others, first of all. As far as Crucible meta, really depends on what you're playing with. The typical player meta would be, I would say, shotgun. A lot of people are using Arbalist right now. Or a good one, personally, is SMG and Jotun. A lot of people are digging Jotun right now. So I'm going to have to stick with something that's tracking. So it'll be Jotun and a Bad Omens with tracking. And Cluster Bomb. Those are good. Or if you like to be up close and personal, a shotgun and an SMG and a sword.
So it depends on your playing style, pretty much.
Yes. The metas are shotguns right now, again, because of the new shotguns that have come out. But as far as roles, you want things like dynamic sway reduction, or a massive favorite would be the Iron Banner weapons, and you want Iron Reach, and I can't recall the other one at the moment, but it pretty much anything with Iron Reach increases range, stuff like that, and it helps.
Grip?
No, it's Iron Reach and another similar perk. I'm sure Kat could answer that question. As far as PvP, I don't know like the roles. Like I know the basics, not so much like the foundation you would want, because I'm more of a PvE player. But right now, meta, if you want an easy win, you got a team of shotgunners, you'll be pretty fine. But yeah, that's loadouts with Boom.
Hey,
Outstanding.
Yeah.
That segment will keep getting longer and longer the more we get the hang of this. I promise you.
Yep.
Okay, coming up,
I can
we
go.
have, go ahead. Go ahead.
I can go more in depth with PvE than I can PvP.
Okay.
Anything PvP, I would have to refer to Kat's obscene amount of knowledge. So
Well, we just happen
It's
to
not
have
that
Kat as a
obscene.
guest today. So, Kat, you got anything to add to that?
Exactly.
Big majority of the hardcore PvP players are going back to the old meta of Hankin and Sniper combos. Now that
Really?
120s are pretty much in the same league as everything else, it's pretty much a free-for-all for all hand cannons, 140s, 120s. Anything that you can get your better aim with on a hand cannon is what's recommended. And
And
sniper-wise, if you can hit your shots, go for it. If you can't, then realistically, don't try. Go for shotgun or tracking Yoten
Jotun.
fusion rifles.
Maybe a
Anything that
grenade
can get you
launcher.
that one shot, one kill.
Ace of Spades is really hot right now.
That is true. Mainly because of its Momentum Mori perk and Firefly. Being able to damage everyone around them and then being able to two-tap is very useful. And a little
Okay.
tidbit, if you're running that, for Titans, if you have, I'm forgetting which damaging perk it is, but one of the subclasses increases the damage of your weapons. I know for Warlocks, Empowering Rift plus Momentum Mori is two-tapping in Crucible.
Outstanding. Wow, like useful knowledge coming out of this podcast. Go figure. Okay, coming up
yeah.
next, we got Shady Questions. But first, I have to mention the third degree is coming up after Shady Questions. This is where chat gets to ask us any question at all. You have to give us the third degree. And we will answer every question that chat puts in during Shady Questions for third degree. If you want to put like maybe an asterisk next to your question so we know it's for third degree, we won't answer it right then. Or it won't be pertaining to the Shady question. So just like we'll save it for later, like bookmark it. And we'll do the third degree after Shady Questions. Sound fair, guys?
Yeah.
It's like I almost put some thought into that. Okay, up next is Shady Questions, and our first question is always about everyone.
Pizza.
Thank you very much. Okay, this is gonna be a number answer. What percentage
5.
of Americans eat at least one piece of pizza monthly?
Oh man, that seems like a
I'm gonna
little
say
low.
like 99%.
I meant
That's
500%.
That's an answer. Dredd, you're a pizza expert.
I'll say 75%.
Okay, Kat,
25%.
anybody in chat got a guess? I'll give you a second. What percentage of Americans eat at least one slice of pizza every month? Rogue Force says 65%. Give you 5 seconds, guys. I know there's a
I
little
honestly
bit of
think
a
it's in the
delay.
90s.
66 from Mouth. And 30% from Dark, after we learned the fact on one of these podcasts that 350 slices of pizza are sold every second. But only 35% of people, really? 35? Wow. Okay, well, the answer is 93%.
Oh.
93%. So whoever said 95 was the closest. Was that you, Boom?
I said 99.
Okay, well, you were 6 off, so that was
Yeah.
outstanding. Nice.
I knew it would be in the 90s.
Okay.
I know my people. We all fat.
Pizza's good. I don't know. I mean, don't eat a whole one at every sitting, but you know, a couple of slices here
Oh.
and there. I
You're
eat
not
at least
supposed to
2.
do that?
I eat at least 2 a week. So. Okay, next shady question. Again, this is about food. I must have been hungry when I made up this list. But I've had this conversation with other people before the podcast that I knew they won't be listening ever, so get kind of a feel of what my answer should be. But the question is, do you have any odd or strange food combos that other people might find disgusting, but you love it? Okay, Boo, you're volunteering.
I mean, I don't know if it's like out there because I've seen like other people do it, but I like mixing just straight mayonnaise and ketchup together for fries.
Not for fries on a burger, absolutely.
Fries is fine.
It's like a homemade secret sauce without the secret ingredient
Well,
from McDonald's.
In the north, we use ketchup on fries. In the south, they use mayonnaise. So you're like right.
Yeah,
You're the
I'm
Mason
in
Dixie
between.
line
I'm
guys.
both.
You're the Mason Dixie line. I know Dred's got an answer. He's a food guy.
Oh yeah, I had an answer right when you said that. Well,
Okay.
I like to get a meatball marinara with mayo, mustard, olives.
Olives on a marinara. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
That's
green or black?
interesting.
Mustard.
Well,
Green,
Mustard and mayo on it.
green or black
sounds kind of
olives?
similar to mine.
Black olives.
Okay.
People get mad. I mean, if you really are feeling it, you could put pickles on there too.
Star Wars says French onion dip on my subs. Let's see. Mouth says ketchup on our green beans.
That's interesting.
Rogue Force says I can't read it. I can't read it.
I don't think you can eat that.
Mac and
well,
cheese
it's mac
with
and cheese.
ketchup.
There was no space. Mac and cheese and ketchup. And Pete's mixing my mashed potatoes with corn and peas.
That's good though.
Ketchup, mayo, and garlic. They call it a pink sauce. Kat, how about you? Did you go?
Nah, he has not.
Weirdest I can think of is maybe salami and grapes.
Well, that would be kind of weird. I never even thought of that.
You have done that in chat, haven't you?
I have. You were there for that.
Yeah, we made fun of you for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got two, and
Especially-
I asked someone which one was worse, and Rogue Force is gonna like this. My two were a grilled peanut butter and jelly, which I really enjoy, and I
That's
do put
delicious.
I also put ketchup on my mac and cheese. It's kind of like a
I don't know
cheeseburger,
about that.
but it's pasta, not meat.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're all kind of odd, but they're not like extremely weird. You know, it's not like I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, can anybody think of a really
Like-
odd one that you'd never ever?
Pickles and mayo.
Pickle and peanut butter.
Pickles and mayo goes on a burger. It's not weird.
No, I mean just pickles and mayo.
Okay, you're just. I don't know,
You're just
maybe
making stuff up now.
fantasizing.
No, as far as the pickles and peanut butter, I know someone who does that.
I do too.
It's disgusting in my opinion.
Never tried it. Don't wanna.
Exactly.
Okay, Mouth is calling me out saying I'm really bad at paraphrasing chat. So I'm going to say, make it more simple. Dumb it down. Pretend I'm 5 and try to punctuate a little bit more. 'Cause the writing's very little and I'm very far away from the screen. So it's an 11-inch screen and I am 5 feet away. So, yeah, see, you love grilled PB&J. So, yeah, all right, I won you back. It is really good. I thought it was disgusting when I heard it, but it's actually very, very good. Okay, next question. This one's going to go on a while. I just know us. It's about video games, so I know us. This is going to be a 10-minute debate. And I'm not going to give the answer until everyone's done debating. What is the best-selling video game of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time. From when the time began until 2 seconds ago, what is the best-selling video game? I guess Boom's going first. Boom, you're volunteering first of your time? All right. You give him some time
not
to think.
Thinking.
Dred, you got an idea? We'll let Boom
have no
think. I
idea.
mean,
Yeah.
we don't got to put pressure on him every time.
I don't know.
Kat, you got
Let's
any
get
idea?
Super Mario.
Mario? All right, valid
Super
choice.
Mario.
Or just Mario
But they
franchise.
just
How
make
about
the
that?
Same.
I mean, that's
Mario franchise is more for the people who played it before. I don't really think anyone nowadays really
nowadays-
gets
Peeps is
into
going
it.
Mario.
gotta
Road Force
say,
has
with
got Alphabet
the
Soup,
way-
that's Cheerios.
The way video games are going, it has to
Dark
either be
says
one of the
Pac-Man.
Rockstar games or
Mouth is going
the
Mario.
Call of Duty.
Star Wars Junkies going Galaxia. So Call of Duty, is that what yours,
all
Kat?
time.
Call of Duty or one of the Rockstar games.
Okay. Well, I have a hard time. I have to figure out what's the next question is. I have to keep an eye on chat. I have to listen to the question at the same time, and I am not that smart. Come on, Boom. What do you got?
I'm gonna say Halo.
Halo.
Combat Evolved or Halo 2?
For the record, I've never
Just-
played Halo.
I think it's Halo,
Halo.
2.
Just
franchise.
the Halo franchise. I feel like they've sold more copies than any other.
That's what I wanted
Which
to
is
say,
true.
but
They
then I
were
was like,
one of the
Mario,
first few games.
Yeah, they were one of the first large like series games besides Final Fantasy, but even Final Fantasy stopped selling after a while.
Okay,
And
Mel
Halo
says,
is still selling.
maybe Madden. Maybe the Madden franchise. That is very popular.
Well, they
Well-
stopped for 2 years. They stopped doing it for 2 years one time. So,
Okay. Well, everyone,
so what's
anybody
the
else want to
Interesting.
take a second chance at it? Because only one person's got it right.
It's Mario.
And they didn't think it was
Call
number
of Duty.
1. Okay. The answer is Minecraft.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
I thought Minecraft
So Rogue
was
Force
free.
said
Aren't they
Minecraft's
free
up
to
in the
play
top
now?
5. They're number 1.
It
It's
is
not
now,
even
yeah.
close. It's not close. Yeah, Minecraft
That's not fair
destroys everybody.
because it's on so many different platforms. I don't think that's a fair.
Yeah. And soon enough it'll be cross-platform too.
it
It's
is.
just gonna get bigger.
Or it is now. Yeah, that's right. The last large update made it cross-platform.
Yeah.
And for the record, I've never played Minecraft.
You're not missing much.
Wow.
Just never have. I was playing
A lot of
Borderlands
breaking-
and Zelda, so I wasn't
A lot
playing
of
Minecraft.
digging.
A lot of breaking things and
You
replacing
gotta
them.
mine and you gotta craft.
Now, Borderlands 2 did have a mission where you could get the
Minecraft.
Minecraft skins for your character,
Yep, they sure did.
which I actually did it just to see what it was like, and it was alright.
Yeah.
Okay, this next question, here's our dirty question of the week. Here's our very shady question. It's always thought-provoking. There's going to be laughs ensued. This is going to be a 20-minute argument. Much like last week's question, I did the same thing. I want people to put some thought into this and come up with some good answers, and I want lots of counter questions because we're doing really good on time. We're only just over a half hour. So we got another 25 minutes to fill, and I got one more question after this one, and then we got the third degree. So I'm going to give the first part of this question, and I want people to speculate what it's going to be. The first two words in the question is, besides Twister, what's the rest of the question, guys? That's not the question.
Something about positions.
Okay, that's a fair.
Something about board games.
Okay. Dread?
Did you ask a full question?
No,
or
I
did
asked
my
the first
mic
two
cut
words.
out?
I asked the first two words of a long sentence. I just
Okay,
want
so
to speculate, besides Twister.
what other movies have you seen? I don't know.
A different direction, I like it. Okay, Mouth nailed it on the head. Just slammed it, as if she wrote it. Besides Twister, what party game would be better played if you were naked?
Jenga.
I think I have the right answer,
Jenga?
but there's different
Battleship.
degrees of right. Battleship?
Battleship.
You have a table behind a
Well,
Strip
locker?
battleship.
Yeah.
well, you're already naked.
What?
If you're playing Battleship, now you're gonna be able to see the other person, maybe the top of their head.
Maybe that's what he
I
fancies.
mean, yeah, maybe that's
All
your
right.
thing.
Star Wars Junkie says 7 minutes to heaven. That's not bad.
I'm gonna
People
stick
still
with
do
Jenga.
Go Jenga, really? Boom, what do you got?
Love me some naked Jenga.
I'm gonna. Does it has to be a board game?
It has to be a party
Or
game.
Party game?
Party game.
Cornhole.
A lot of jumping out of the way.
Change my answer. Hopscotch.
Hopscotch. A lot of bouncing going on there. All right. Hey, Mouth's going with beer pong.
Hey, there you go.
Well, true.
I mean, you already, you're naked, so you may also be drunk too. You just went reverse order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars Junkie
Typically, you
goes
don't
flip
go.
cup. Rogue Force.
Typically, you don't
see,
go the
Rogue Force knows his mother's in the
reverse
chat,
order
so
of
he's
that.
saying I have no idea. D Rose going with spin the bottle. Spin the bottle. You kiss. Alright.
I mean,
I mean,
I
you're
just
already
kiss
naked.
whoever I want. I don't have to spin a bottle to get permission.
Well, spinning the bottle, you don't have a choice who you kiss.
oh, that was a touch rapey there, Dim.
I don't even ask for consent.
Ooh.
No.
Kiss him. Just kiss him
Dim's
without
really
asking.
barking up a tree.
Yep, not the tree we should all be
Let's
in
get
either.
Sam in on this. Dredd, go get Sam.
Well, I'm also saying
Yeah,
that
go on, Dim.
spinning a bottle is not getting consent anyway, so.
I mean, it
If
is
you sit in a
Technically, if you
circle,
sat
it's
down and
law.
said you're gonna play,
If you sit in the
then
circle, you give
technically
consent.
that's the same as saying, yeah.
I don't know.
The bottle is law.
Well, if you're drunk, you can't give consent, so.
I mean, you can.
So how'd
It's
the bottle
just-
get
can't.
empty? Somebody drank it, they're drunk, they can't give
And maybe
consent.
it's a Pepsi bottle.
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
Okay, Dark says strip poker. Did he not understand the question?
Wait, but
You're already lost if you're naked.
You naked. You're playing strip
Oh,
poker.
no,
What are you gonna
I-
strip
That's
now?
oh no!
You gotta take
I'm
off
done.
pieces of skin? What the hell?
Well, I guess we have to
Whoa.
stop playing poker and do something else.
Yeah, game over.
Maybe
We're
that
getting ready
was
to
his
play.
plan.
Game over. Okay, the world of drunk yes. All right, here's my answer, and I think it's a good one. Because I have more time to think about it than you guys do, because I write the questions down. What party game would be better if you played it naked? I'm going with Truth or Dare.
If somebody dares
Eh.
you to do something dangerous,
I dare you
like
to
wanna-
do this to me.
I dare you to cook
I
bacon.
dare to jump over an electric fence.
Yes, Mouth, it was a joke. I think we all got it. Dark's answer of strip poker was a joke. That's ironic.
Yeah, we
That's
got
why
it.
we laughed.
Yeah, we're not idiots. So at least most of us aren't.
Well, speak for yourself.
Actually,
Yeah,
most of us
I've been
are.
accused. Okay, that's that question. And it's time for the this or that. Again, we're doing really good on time. So hopefully the third degree questions will be really good and a lot coming for us. This or that. Would you rather be loved or have money?
Money.
Money.
Cat?
Loved.
Really? Why?
It's because he's never been.
I'm
loved.
lonely.
I mean, so am I,
You
but
have-
money can buy you
well,
happiness.
If you have money, you're
Yeah,
loved.
I'm not in the need of buying the type of happiness I know you're thinking of.
Alright, Star Wars and
I'm in more
Hero say
video
love.
games.
Money. Love's cheap.
Well, says
Exactly.
we're doing good on time because BC's not here. And
Yeah,
Rogue Force says
So
love.
far.
Well, we're the only greedy people, Dim.
That's
Well,
fine.
no, I'm
Me
going
and
money.
You can go laugh.
going
Oh,
on Captain.
H.
We'll laugh on our yachts.
I'm going
Well,
on
they're
money
Yep.
because I don't
being
mind
loved.
being alone. I haven't had a girlfriend in a long time, and I really don't care. I'm not looking for one.
That's kind of how I feel too.
If I can get a PS5, I don't need to date. So,
I understand that.
Good luck getting one of those.
yeah, well, eventually.
It's probably easier to get a girlfriend, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Says you.
I mean, there's
I'm
a lot
probably,
more
I'm,
girls
pro-
out
I'm
there
probably
than
better
there-
off getting a PS5.
There's a
Oh, wow,
lot more
this is-
girls
I mean,
out there than
you
there
have
is
more odds
PS5s.
on your favor for that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Come
this comment
Get a haircut.
in chat is the most disturbing comment we've had
Uh-oh.
ever. I'll read the comment first and then disclose the author. I'm
Is it
sorry.
Randall? Bad
Nope.
fanatic?
I'm sorry, but money can get you into a strip club. So yes, it can get you love.
It's free to get in most of the time.
Does that sound
It's free to
creepy?
get in.
Does that
Typically,
sound
it's free
creepy?
to get
Usually.
in.
Usually.
Well, money can have you stay in the club.
Typically, you can just go in and watch. You don't really have to
Well,
spend
Yeah, but
money.
usually a
you
2
slip
drink
100 to the
minimum, and
stripper
they
of
want-
your
they want
choice.
Tip and okay, that
Slip,
comment.
I mean, they want you to. Doesn't mean you have to.
Free country.
All right, that
Yeah,
comment.
this is America.
Oh, okay. You guys done yet?
no.
I don't know.
Yes.
Does that statement sound creepy?
I wish.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's factual.
Okay. It
Well,
came
it's
from
factual.
Death Row Flower. She's 13.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes.
That made it worse.
It didn't.
Yep.
Didn't it? Yep. And her mother's in chat. So there's gonna be
I mean,
a talk later.
Regardless of age, it is technically still factual.
And of course,
True.
Mouth piles on, not knowing she's 13. Maybe not love D-Ro, but at least a lap dance. Did I paraphrase that okay, Mouth?
I mean, you slip an extra hundo in the
You get
to
the
the
champagne
stripper.
room. You're in the champagne room.
Yeah.
And you can make it rain later. Okay.
In all
Well,
kinds of
you
ways.
can't because you picked love, so.
Yeah, Dim and I though.
Whoever picked love
we'll
can't
be
even go to the strip
high-fiving.
club. You can't even go in if you pick love.
I
Dim
mean,
and I will
technically
be.
can.
I mean, you can, but.
You can,
Well, I
but
mean,
it'll be
if-
the end of your love.
If Dread and Cat both pick love,
True,
I'll be
I
happy
mean,
to introduce you guys. So,
Oh, there you go.
Nah, cat's taken. Sorry.
huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Usually relationships have to be like a mutual thing. Boom.
No, he's
Nah,
in
just
one.
let it happen.
We're in a throuple.
Oh, okay.
okay, next this or that. This is real easy, but I want some reasoning behind it. It's probably just our background. Would you rather live in the city or the country?
Well,
Country.
seeing
what
as I
country?
live in the, I've lived in both.
Okay,
And
which do
I
you prefer?
prefer country.
And your
country,
your
hands
reason
down.
Just quieter, fresher air, no one
All
yell
of that
move your wrecking
quieter,
truck, and
quieter, fresher air, less
Sirens.
meth
No
heads,
idiots.
What about the
Yeah.
crackheads? Don't forget about the crackheads.
less crackheads.
I
More
typically don't
room.
like looking out my window and seeing a crackhead with a bike, so I mean.
that's a motivated crackhead, though.
Especially
Or a
when it's my
crackhead that
bike.
wants a bike and you have a bike.
I mean,
And you're like,
typically the
Yeah.
bike's chained to something else that he's carrying.
it's like, hey, you're never gonna believe what happened, but my cat had babies, and my sister, she's having surgery, and I need a bike to get over to the babies because my sister's having surgery from a car accident that I got her into.
Dread, what's your answer? Everybody's gone country except for one person.
I want to live in the country, but I want to
Okay.
live close enough to the city where it's not that far away, so I can go there if I need some milk.
All right, only one. I'm country. I'm a
Or
country
beer.
boy. I grew up. I'm not that far from town, but it's not as far from the city. I could not live in a city. I could live in town, but not like 1 million people or like 13 million in New York City. I could not do that.
Yeah, F that.
I mean, I got a
Mm.
two-acre yard, and I'm out in the hills a little bit. It's pretty quiet all the time, and I love it. Got a pond, so it's awesome. But one person in chat said I could not live in the freaking country. Anybody have an idea who that is?
It's
Mouth?
One vote for Mouth.
mouth.
2 votes for Mouth.
Just because of the way you said it.
Cat?
Yeah.
Mouth?
Mouth. Yeah.
We are the most intelligent podcast on the internet. It's
I'm actually looking at the chat, so
See, I'm not.
Well, Dread, if you're looking at the track, could you read some of these? You know, I don't have to do them all.
Dark wants to live wherever I am. His home is where his heart is.
See, now Mouth wrote that, but the way
Alright.
you said it, Dark wants to live anywhere you live, Dread. That's how that came off.
Oh.
You didn't say Mouth says. You said Dark wants to live
Okay,
wherever I am.
I'm sorry. Mouth says, start quotations, Dark wants to live wherever I am. His home is where his heart is, in quotations.
Just so I mean,
He just wants to move in with you,
before
Dim.
the comments go, wow, what kind of a podcast you
Let's
guys
live with
running?
them.
All right,
Come here,
moving
cat, I'll
on.
hold your pocket.
Hold my pocket.
What kind of pocket?
Can I hold a pocket?
Hey, get over
A
here, Jim.
hot
Hold my
pocket?
All right,
Yeah,
next
there's one
this
in
or
my
that.
pocket.
This one's not gonna take long. Dancing or singing? Can
Dancing.
anybody do either? Semi
Both
well.
are a
Neither.
lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of dancing?
Any
Stuff
kind.
like
Swing low.
I'm too fast for all that nonsense.
Okay, Dread
that. I
pick-
guess if I had to
Red pick
choose, then
dancing.
dancing.
Mouse says singing. Star Wars says dancing. D-Rose says death. She'd rather die than do either one of those things.
Oof.
That was not a third
Maybe
option.
she means she wants to sing death metal.
Mouse says she sings like a bird.
So she chirps?
So she gets shot at with BB guns on a regular basis.
She's near my house.
Rogue Force says, hell no.
Is Rogue Force like a Star Wars reference?
Yes.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
And that's Star Wars Junkie's son.
Oh. So it runs in the family, eh?
Did Boom and Cat you answer? I know Dredd tried to sing and I realized he must be a better dancer.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Well, I could not sing a lick, so I actually can. For a middle-aged white guy, which I was 15 years ago, I can actually dance pretty well. I actually have a really good sense of rhythm, and I've won some contests in the past. So, but I can't sing. I can't even sing in the shower. I don't even want to hear it.
Can you pop, lock, and drop it?
No, more of a freestyle. Definitely freestyle.
Can you Soldier Boy?
I don't know what that is.
Yes,
Crank
actually,
that
I
Soldier
can.
Boy, or can you crank it? That Soldier Boy?
I know that entire dance.
Can you super
I don't
soak
want
them
any of
hoes?
that.
I know the entire dance, but I refuse to do it.
Well, now I'm gonna need a Snapchat of you doing it.
Hey, I got you on Snapchat.
I got a request to dance on camera. Yeah, it was 15 years ago.
Come
You'd
on.
be like,
let's
okay,
see
all right,
you-
after 20 minutes, stop, please.
Come on, bop. Can you bop?
Do the
I
bop.
don't know. I don't know what that is.
Do the Dougie.
Come on, teach us how to Dougie.
Yeah.
I only know that reference from a song. I have no idea what it is. Okay,
Can
once
you
again,
drop
on my
it low?
resume, it tells I'm 55 years old. Okay, these terms are like, what? Okay, little bit. There we go. All right, hot weather or cold weather?
Cold. Hands down cold.
Cool.
I like
Any
both.
guy not want anything but cold?
I like hot.
And women are
and I like
cold all the time. They want to go hot weather, just so they can like not be wrapped in 2 blankets when it's July and 85 degrees outside.
They still will be.
Yeah.
My
I can't
girlfriend
stand the
likes
hot weather. I would have it be
That's
40
a lie,
degrees
Jim.
year round if I
She's
could.
mac and cheese.
Rogue Force says cold.
Yeah, you can
Star
eat
Wars
it cold
says
or
cold.
hot.
All right.
Can't eat it cold.
Star Wars needs to get a counselor for D-Row because she's mentioned killing herself twice in 2 chat responses.
That's rough. That's a yikes.
Mouth says neither spring and autumn, please. So she doesn't want winter. She doesn't want summer. So as a typical woman, she's
So Ohio,
she's
right?
she not answering the question.
Southern Ohio.
She wants what she wants and she's never satisfied. Go figure.
Sounds about right.
Boom, I'm trying to deflect some of the woman hate off you this week, just so you know.
That's fine. I deserve it for last week.
Dark says hot. All right. Well, yeah, okay. See, now, I didn't want to go racist and think Dark was Indian, because his name's Raj. R-A-J. Which I've only met 2 people in my life that was named Raj, and they were both from India. Both awesome guys, and Dark seems like an awesome guy. I didn't want to profile and
So odds
assume.
were he was Indian.
But he's actually from India, so now I can comfortably say he's from India, because I was given confirmation. I didn't want to assume anything. I mean, my name is close to that in the real world, so I didn't want to judge. 65 all year says Rogue Force. Again, Dredd, you can read some of these.
You said can.
I don't think he
I
knows
thought
how to read.
like, how many people are in chat? I thought we wrote like hot, cold, cold, hot.
We have 10 people.
Are some people answering twice?
We have 10 people in chat right now.
How many times have you answered?
Oh, mouth anything but typical. Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to push your buttons because you always try to push mine.
How many times have these people answered? I'm looking
7.
through chat right now.
Well, see,
See
chat
a
has the
lot of-
luxury of like, we asked
They
for
can
like one
spam.
shot.
Who's spamming chat? That's
We asked
it.
we asked a question. We want the gun to go one shot. They put like AK-47 and like 35. Well, if I answer enough times, I'll get it right eventually. And then after like the 35th bullet, oh, I got it right. I'm good.
Actually, I think everybody only answered once.
Yeah.
Thinking. But if you answer twice, I'm banning you. I can do that. Figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I
That's
gotta find out
actually
how to
really
kick
easy.
people from chat.
You don't know
I
how?
think. Oh wait, I just click on their
No.
name. I can block them.
Yeah,
and
you just
report
click on their
them.
name, yeah.
All right,
Well,
keep
you
that in
Shady
mind,
should be
Mal.
able
trouble
to do it.
now. Y'all are trouble now.
Okay, that is the last shady question for episode 22. Do we have any third-degree questions?
Crank it up to
Third-degree
the
questions
third
come
degree.
from
Crank it
chat,
up, crank it
and
up
we
to
are
the
required
third
to answer it no
degree.
matter what it is. This is the third degree. All of us hosts have to imagine we're sitting at a table in a police station with a bright lamp in our face, and we got to answer the
Not
tough
again.
questions.
Here's a question from Death Flower. Or Death Row Flower. Boom. Question for you.
Uh-oh.
Shady or dim if you had to choose one?
I choose cat.
For what? What are you doing? You going on a date, or we're gonna go on a fire team? Because
See,
you want dim for both.
Cat gives good lap
Do you
dances.
really want that answer? You want to lock that in?
Yep.
You wanna phone a friend or?
Nope. Cat is my answer. Look at
Yeah,
them thick
Mouth
baggy
is daring
cheeks.
me to ban her. Yeah, like she wouldn't be at my
Hey.
door tomorrow morning.
Give me a 20 at least.
All right, I just
I got
reported her for harassment and hate speech.
Hate speech.
Being unhelpful.
Oh, she said if one had to
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's dark.
No,
I mean, Shady's
Cat's off the
closer to
table
death
now.
than me, so yeah, he's old
Damn.
enough. Hey,
I've lived a lot
Is
longer
this
than
because
you.
of the
mighty
fan-
fast.
is this because of the Boom and Cat fan fiction?
No, I said I'd keep you
Got
alive
that.
Oh, you
because of the
That
fan
never
fiction.
needs
Oh, okay.
That never needs to see the light of day.
Yes,
will.
it does. It needs to be finished. Damn.
It's probably next week's lore bitch. I mean,
Good.
lore bit.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
You know it's getting cut out.
I said lore bit.
Okay, chat, you got about 30 seconds to ask a question, then we're going to wrap this up. We've got some stats coming up, then we got the outro. Who wants to take over BC's part about smashing that like button?
Damn.
Who's got the
No.
guts?
Damn.
We can't have the guest responsibility.
I
How
said
about
damn.
Shady? You could do it.
Or shady.
I do the intro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
You can also do the outro.
How about I say Guardians out? Like that other podcast.
That's
on
IGN. That's almost copyright infringement.
How can they copyright that?
I don't think
Well,
they can
we
they?
would all
Legally,
have
they
to.
can't.
We'd have to say it like not the same time like they do, and they're in the same room, and they all point different, and they all say it wrong. So it's like there's like four of them saying not one person saying.
Either way, they can't be copyrighted because the word guardian is under governmental rule right now. Because that's the new Space Force's name.
Yep.
I got D-Row
So
not making
legally,
sense.
guardian is a term that can be said by anyone.
We have a third-degree question from Star Wars. Pizza or wings?
Wings.
Wings.
Dread?
Child's gone.
I don't. What the heck? I can't choose.
I like them both,
like choosing
but
a
if I had
child.
if
Which
I had a choice between
child
two
do
pieces of
you
pizza
like?
and a dozen
I
wings, I'm taking
really
I'm taking
don't
the
have to
wings.
Sorry.
worry about it.
Sorry, pizza.
All right, Mal,
You're
I guess
gone.
I
we
don't
missed,
like pizza that much.
we missed both of your third degrees. What were they? I can't. I'm not gonna scroll back up. If
If
there's
she repeats it, she'll be banned.
no, she won't. D-Row actually
You've
he has
been
this,
given too much
a
power.
comment that doesn't have involved with her killing herself. Finally, pancakes or waffles?
Ooh,
Neither.
I'm gonna
I
say
like pancakes.
waffles.
I like
How
pancakes.
about a pan full of pancakes?
You eat 3 pancakes at 9 o'clock, you're not hungry until like 7 at night.
That is
Just
true.
a steak.
Just eat a steak for breakfast.
Yeah.
Steak and ketchup.
I
Oh,
don't like
how...
sweet.
Alright, Mouth asks, how often do y'all go to the strip club?
0 because there isn't one in my town.
My last time
Same.
was about 25 years ago.
My last time, this is dim, But my last time was probably about
2 hours ago.
4 years ago.
That's where I am right now.
2 hours.
I'm actually in the club right now.
I'm in the back room. This is where I live.
The champagne room.
I'm in the champagne room using their Wi-Fi. You would not guess what their password is.
It's password.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh, Rogue Force says I can't answer like he's ever been to one. He's 16. Come on. Okay, Mouth, you having one more? One more? Third degree? Type faster. Take a class. What's that program where you can talk and it types for you? Something really awful.
Speech to text, dictation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Well, if it comes up before we leave, I'll read it off. Okay, we had some stats going on, and these are
Oh,
all
God.
positive stats.
oh god.
The total number of views on our podcast, Four Guardians and a Guest, since it started. The total number of views on my channel alone, not counting Selena's channel, not counting Spotify, not counting Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, any other outlet, just my channel. The last 20 podcasts that we published, we had 2 that we didn't publish. 2,200 views. That's an average of 110 every week.
Damn.
So, and that's 110
Good
a
job.
week's not bad. I was gonna keep this going if we had between 25 and 50, so we've doubled that. So good job, guys. We're going
Now
through a
it's
slow
double
period
that.
now, but time of year, it's summer. People got things to do. They're outside. They're moving around.
We should have took a summer break.
No, because then they would never find us again. What we need to do is get our core group back together and be consistent. Is what we need to do. I mean, we had fun tonight, but a lot of these questions.
Putting the band back together.
I want a woman co-host every week just for their perspective, and we had 2 for a long time, and that went great. So, okay, here's the outro. Where can we find everybody? Let's go. Boom.
You can find me at this PSN username on PSN or Twitch.
Okay.
We actually need your IP address.
And your
So
social
1,
security
2,
number.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Oh, same as mine. Well,
Oh man, I wrote that down. Okay.
okay. We got Dread. Do it right this time, Dread.
You want me to do the thing?
Do the
Do the thing.
thing.
You can find me in the strip club, bottom full above,
And where else?
and also on YourTurb. That's how I pronounce YouTube. You can
And
find me
what-
on YouTube at DIMDREAD. And also, you can find me on Destiny pretty much every day.
Outstanding.
All day, every day, unless I'm working or not on. So,
You can find me there unless I'm not.
yes. You can always
Profound.
find me there. Unless I'm not there.
Kat, what about you?
You can just find me on my PSN, same as Boom.
No, we
And,
need
and
your
your
home
your
address.
full name?
Yes.
It's CAT_BUG123.
Yep.
Cat bug. Alone in the world's a little cat bug.
Okay.
It's like cat dog. You ever
Guess
seen
that's
that
my
joke?
theme song now.
You've seen cat dog, right?
All right, let's finish
Yes.
strong, guys. Let's finish strong. I am ShadyVale35. You can find me on YouTube at ShadyVale35. No space between the letters and numbers. That makes a big difference. The clan has spoken and are now smoking. You can find us next week at the same time, same outlet. If you're watching my channel, we'll be there around 8:30 if everyone shows up on time. Or you can find us on the next day on my YouTube channel, ShadyVale35. And please like, subscribe, share, whatever you can do to help the channel grow. We are trying to do something special here. Again, we're looking for donations to St. Jude's, and our revenue stream from Anchor all goes to St. Jude's as well. So,
And don't
anyone
forget
else
to check
want to
out our
volunteer?
merch store.
Yeah, our gift store.
Our merch
The
store, yeah.
For Guardians and a Guest gift store.
T-shirts, keychains, bumper stickers.
www.doesn'tfreakingexist.com.
We even have church tracks so you can witness.
Witness?
Anybody want to volunteer
Yeah,
the outtake?
Witness.
No, because I'll butcher the heck out of
Slap
it.
that button like you like it.
Well,
right.
no,
Wait.
try again.
Like your
Damn
mama
it.
like it.
Yep. Like your mama taught you right.
Hang on.
Start again.
Hang on. Slap that white button like your mama told you right.
That's not bad. Ooh. All right, you have it every time BC's
Why
not
was the
here.
cup
You
heated?
got it.
What?